Good evening. From Ras Al Khaimah,
Hi.
I am speaking to Pusa Hack in Romania. Good evening,
Hello,
Pusa. How are
Christina.
you today? Thank you very
Hello,
much for
Christina.
joining us. Yes, Pusa, we can hear you loud and clear. Thank you for joining me.
Uh,
And let me say
thank-
a little bit about you. Pusa is a well-known businesswoman and international investor in Romania. She has agreed to give us some time this evening and explain her role as an instigator of change in Romania and in other parts of the world. She has had her own business for 20 years and since then has created other companies. She is also a Feng Shui artist specialist, and we will talk about that briefly. So, Pusha, let's begin.
Good evening, Christina. Hello from Bucharest. It's evening here, 7 o'clock in night. And thank you for inviting me in. You are doing a fantastic job. I'm so proud to be invited in your program.
Thank you. Thank you. Pusha, you began your career studying engineering before moving into the field of business. What changes do you feel are necessary to make this bridge from engineering to become the businesswoman you are today?
The changes are coming from inside. I would say interior reasons, but also from outside, depending on your environment, what's happening in your life. All these have a big impact. To be very brief, I studied during the communism regime in Romania. I was an engineer. I finished the university. I was an engineer. I went to work. I was supposed to do all that sort of, and I discovered I didn't like it. So basically, when I had the opportunity, I went into business because I didn't like to work. To have a job in the traditional way. I wanted to create my own job. That is one sort of always was since I started working, I always wanted to be free, to have my own business, my own time, my own freedom. But then things happened. I had left Romania. I moved to England, and in England, wow, coming from communist country where was nothing, and I felt so happy that everybody was like me. We were all equal, you know. All of the sudden, I realized that is more. You can have more, you can do more. So this was another reason who came from outside for changing the circumstances. So also, again, I started my business for the third reason is in a way out of desperation, out of hunger, because my situation in England, went in 2 years into a very bad situation, desperate situation, no job, we nearly lost the house. So I took my little baby, went to Romania. In Romania, the revolution happened, and I saw an opportunity. When you see an opportunity, which is rare, then you have to take it. If your mind is set in the right direction. I didn't start my company in a competitive environment. I would say that I was very lucky to start actually all my companies in an empty market. 20 years ago was nothing in clothing industry. We are actually, I was like a pioneer, starting all new. I had no competition. It was great. What happened? The competition came after. People like to copy, and they copy fast. And that created, yes, that created more of a challenge. And always you had to do things, to be one step ahead, always to create, always to change, always to move in another direction, always to find better things, better suppliers, advertise more, market more. You learn. I was not a businesswoman. I just knew what I wanted.
Right. Thank
So
you.
that's how I, from an engineer, I went into business.
Pusha, thank you. You run
Yes.
several companies, and my next question is, how do you see yourself as a leader? What is your role in terms of leadership? How do you lead your business and your companies?
What I am in all these companies, and what surprisingly, a few days ago, one of my directors and actually a friend of mine, she worked with me for 15 years, told me out of blue, is that I am the soul of this company. I'm sort of the energy behind the companies. I'm trusted by the people to change directions, introduce new things. You know, I'll give you simple examples like opening shops and then closing shops. You know, people could, my team could doubt me, but they trust, and always sort of the decisions, these hard decisions. So I sort of take hard decision. I set a direction, and when I am in these companies, I bring a lot of energy, a lot of passion, a lot of fun, and I love them. They love me. All the people who work with me. It's such a good relationship. You cannot be in so many countries and in so many companies. I mean, I have four companies at the moment. I also have some business interests in Dubai. I have to go all over Asia to buy and purchase things for one of the companies. I have to go to exhibitions. I have to be a mother. I jungle all this. But as a leader, because that was the question, I try to be to live in the present and look at the future, but be just a little bit ahead of my competitors, because now are many. And that's I think very important for success, for future success.
Right, thank you. Pusha, your energy and your passion are very visible. And my next question is, you started off as an engineer, you have experienced difficulties in life, you are a mother, you have several companies and are an investor in the Middle East and in other places of the world. So my next question is, at the same time, I know that you are also a Feng Shui art specialist. Why did you get into Feng Shui, and how does it help you, and does it help running your businesses?
It helps one of my businesses, which is in the furniture and decorative items, because obviously I can advise my customers how to organize the houses according to some Feng Shui principles. But all started in Dubai. Actually, the whole idea about having this company started in Dubai, let's say 8 years ago, 9 years. In 2002, I moved to Dubai, sort of. I have a Dubai residence, and I did live there. My children went to school there. And I've seen all these beautiful things from all over Asia, being available outside Dubai, in Sharjah, Amman, all these wholesaling places. And I was fascinated. And first, I bought something for me. Then I had the chance to move in my own house in Dubai, and I called a feng shui expert to organize my house and my garden. And that was 8 years ago. And then I thought, oh, well, maybe I can do that, stealing ideas. And I started a business. I learned more and more about feng shui. I've done another one of my houses. I have a little house in the mountains here in Romania, where it's beautiful here near the ski slope, and it's a beautiful, cute little place. So I've done. My first project was this house, this holiday house. I felt more and more confident. I went to some courses, to some seminars. I got some diplomas. And now, really, it's amazing how things are happening, because I've done this for me. Everything what I've done was really for me. When I invested in something, I was always thinking, oh, I can use this thing. And then how it turned. Things happened in such a way that I could use this as a marketing tool for all my companies, for me, because I need to market myself, I need to brand myself. So whatever I start, whatever I promote, people will trust my taste and what I bring new in the market. I love feng shui. I don't know if it's really helps or not, but doesn't hurt. People are fascinated, and I'm doing a lot of seminars. I am invited on television. I'm on the cover of different magazines, all for doing feng shui. Actually, not necessarily for doing lots of more hard work, but it works. Maybe it's a little hobby and a little, helping others. That's what's nice.
Thank you. It certainly seems that it is helping Romania and the business world in Romania. Pusha, this is my last question, because I know that you have an important appointment now. My question is, having told us all that, as someone who has and does contribute so much to Romania, to positive change, to constructive and very passionate leadership in your companies, and you are a role model for so many people. What advice, what suggestions could you give to young women who wish to run their own businesses anywhere in the world? What do young women in particular need to run a business so successfully, so passionately, like yourself?
In order to know where to go, in order to know where to start, you need to know where you want to go. I would say that in the first day of your job, you should think of your retirement. I think you should think what you love, how you want to live your life, what you definitely hate and you don't want to do it, and what will happen to you in 20 years, 40 years, whatever. I always think like that. I think ahead. So I would tell a young business or potential businesswoman to start all in her mind, to have a positive mind, a business mind, to tell herself positive thoughts, and also be passionate, like you see, be passionate, have a goal, set a plan, and really get up and do it. Because if you things like having self-doubt or being lazy will shape your life and define also who you are and how much you can do. I would say it's not difficult, and these days it's not difficult. It's so much easier with so much available to have your own business, but tell yourself you want to do it. Find yourself why. it's very important. Why? Take risk as well when it's necessary. Borrow money if you have to. I started my first business borrowing money from some friends with 20% interest per year.
Ooh.
And yeah, very generous. Imagine they gave us like £7,000. It was fantastic. I started. Don't be afraid of failure. My first business was not a total failure, but it was not successful. So I moved on into the next one and so on. So this is what be a lifelong be a learner all the time. I'm a lifelong learner. I learn every day, and I absorb so much from whatever is happening around me, and keep an eye on opportunities. The door for opportunities is opening for a short while and is closing, sometimes in seconds, sometimes in hours, or in days, or in months. No, but then one day is closing. Don't be too late. Don't go too late there. Yes, and have fun with what you do what you love. It's really easy. Be yourself.
Pusha, thank you. I hope you have a most memorable and wonderful evening. Thank you very much for your time and your precious words of wisdom. Thank you very much. Good night for now.
It was a pleasure. Thank you. Good luck with everything. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.